Hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails in the Sky. Last time, we have solved the issue surrounding the Elmo village by helping fix their hot springs. Now, all that's left is, well honestly I don't know. We're just gonna have to look around and see what's going on. I don't think... Okay, we already did Cornelia Tower, yeah? And we went to Wolf Fort, so all that's left to visit is Leiston Fortress? Let me check my missions. Also, hello there, Pun, and welcome, Wasabi. Let's see. Okay, we can report this one. Oh my god, the text goes off of the page. The pump is working, got a bath in the springs in the end, a perfect mission complete. Okay, we still have this Ritter roadway monster that we need to get rid of. This one has KO, so let me quickly change out our equipment here. Death blow. Death blow. Death blow, seal, and mute. And Tita does not have it. She does require the ZFG. I guess I'll have to remove the long barrel 3. Because, like, you know, if Tita's down, then she's not going to be outputting any damage, and that's worse than not having any range. Prevents death blows. I'll have to make some adjustments to my usual game plan with her, but it should work out. I'll put Shira more forward too. And I guess Tita as well, sort of like in between us. Right. Also, this was, nope, wrong button. The Ritter Roadway, which should be... I guess we'll head to town and see. The pump started working again. I was sure the equipment here was Orbital driven though. How's it working then? Don't worry about it. Magic. It's good to have the pump fixed. The inn can continue business. And it really saves us the time of boiling water. That's especially helpful now with orbments not working. Very much so. I'm glad that you don't have to boil your own water anymore. Yeah, Elmo's gotta have hot springs. There's just no Elmo without him. Looks at Sesame Street Elmo. Thank goodness the pump's fixed. However, sounds like the other orbments still aren't working. I'm sure the central factory folk are having a hard time too. I know Mr. Gerwin's as curious as I am, but why did the pump start working? If there's a way to work around this shutdown phenomenon, I'd like it if our guns could be made useful. It's super nerve-wracking not having our guns work, you know? Ah, America. Cooking with bathwater? Isn't there like some sort of onsen egg that they cook inside of the hot springs? I wonder if there's other food that you could make like that. I heard from the soldiers here on patrol, but apparently orbments aren't working throughout Liberl. That's pretty crazy. Did your dialogue not change? I don't know. I don't recall. The hot springs pump is back in working order. I suppose one of the technicians from the central factory must have fixed it. I wish they'd fix the lights while they're at it. Gosh darn it, can't see a damn thing in the middle of the day. Only bayonet combat for the soldiers? Hey, it's time to learn. Man, I love that clip from Jay Wong playing, I think it was Mortal Kombat. You gotta learn today, boy! So true. Dropping an egg in a hot spring results in a cooked egg with special buffs. Oh, I see. Oh, so hello there, demon. Welcome. Okay, it was the Ritter Roadway monster, heading that way, towards Lyson Fortress. So, I suppose if we do get rid of it, I'll just head over to Lyson Fortress and see what's a what, before backtracking to report all this. Yo, what's up, N-Bird? Welcome. Okay, actually, one second. The audio's a little bit loud for me, personally. I'll turn it down just a tad bit. And judging from OBS, it should be good for you guys, though. Okay. Oh. You're just standing right here? Okay, one second. Bro was ready to pounce on anybody who tried to leave the city. Honestly, Kilika could probably just walk out of the counter. Walk out from behind the counter and just get rid of this thing, but, you know. You gotta give us something to do, at least. Also, oh, I have 200 CP because of the hot springs. I didn't even notice that. Alright. Armored combat monster trained by the society, has a greedy nature, aims for the vitals, just like all the other Blade Cougars we fought before. Gotcha, gotcha. This is a classic JRPG, N-Bird. One of the OG ones. It, was actually going to receive a 3D remake very soon. Well, not very soon. Soon. That looks really good. It is Trails in the Sky. A very long-running series. Okay, I could pop some S-Crafts here. I'll save Joshua's S-Craft for the crit turn. But before that, let's boost everybody's morale. And try and set this up as best as possible. Okay, can I cast arts before? Just in case things don't die in time, I should probably cast like a... Wait, could I cast a clock down? I can. Should I clock myself up or clock the entire... No, that doesn't hit all of them. I thought it would be ground targeting. Never mind. Clock up EX. I'll do a regular clock up. Okay. As for you, Tita, we could use our orbital laser cannon. Actually, no. I think your S-Craft is set on the other one. In which case, let's just do AoE damage. Smoke cannon. Oh yeah, the range is significantly reduced. It still works though.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Good. Good damage. Nice. Okay. Sorry, sure. I will be taking this. Be gone. Oh, baby.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Blind 2. I'm assuming that is an ornament. Yeah, there it is. It gives us time elemental value of 8, blind enemies with 20% success. I like the cast too, though. If I remove wind, I mean, that kind of cuts down on his options. I'd rather have more options than not. It's been a while, but let me actually take a look at... There we go. Our magic setup. No! No! All the wrong buttons, baby. No, for the most part, we have all the time spells. Yeah, we even have Abyss Fall. Oh, Abyss Fall does require the wind, space, and mirage. Yeah, okay. What is that? Zodiac and Silver Thorn. Zodiac is range all, costs 240 EP? Holy cannoli. Everybody's strength and defense up by 25%. Is that even worth it for 240? Silver Thorn and Area Confuse. Unfortunately, a lot of the peeps that we fight don't really get affected by that. It would be pretty cool, though. Oh well. Okay, well, that's that. Is there, that should be everything. Okay. To save ourselves on some time, then I'll just go back and report. Anything new here? Nope. You seem to be keeping yourselves occupied. So, did the pump repair go well? Yeah, totally. Actually, I should probably make a formal report first. Well then, let's share the results. Blah 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 blah. Sounds more difficult than I thought it would be. Yeah, I know it's kind of a small thing to worry about in an emergency like this, but I can't just abandon people in trouble. Yes, that is the mentality of a bracer. I think it was the right decision. The second principle of the Bracer Guild Code is prioritizing civilian safety. Your line of thinking, therefore, was correct. You can keep your head high when you say what you've accomplished. Thanks. I feel a bit more confident hearing that from you, Kilika. That ends our report. Well then, I'll have your work assessed immediately. When you're ready to be paid, give me your report again in full. So, just come and report again to get paid? Yes, please. So, just press A again. Alright. Money 10,000. I'll take it. Good work. It seems you've successfully accomplished your goals. If you complete any missions, come report them to me. And that should be this area done with. Very nice. Okay, boss fixed, ruin fixed, Zeiss fixed. Next is Roland. Roland? Is the Grand Soul branch not included here? Or maybe they already have it fixed. What's up, Steve? Welcome. Okay, yeah. This is probably all the same dialogue. Oh, the Grand Soul branch got one from Chloe. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Don't need any upgrades in the armory. Right, let's go and see Lyson Fortress then. Later, Kilka. Welcome to the stream, Mancub Wolfborn. Should pop by the West Block in Grand Soul. There's a house for sale next to the news agency that is now open. Oh. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, we could head over there. It's on the way anyways. A house for sale. PC has been purchased? Nice. What CPU and GPU are you rocking there, Invert? This is the way to Lyson Fortress. The VTuber model still considered sus. I remember you talking about how you had to go to the bank in order to make sure that they didn't freeze your account or something along the lines. That was unfortunate. Imagine the VTuber model specifically made for Among Us that you can actually just press a button and vent. But no, I'm the technician, or whatever that role was. It's been a while. Hello, will you guys let me in? Oh, I mean, looks like unfortunately the door is stuck halfway open. You lot. You're bracers, right? Lyson Fortress is currently under emergency alert. Unless your business is critical, I'll have to ask you to leave. Excuse me? Is General Bright in the fortress? Of course General Bright is here. But as a result of everything not working, the army's in chaos. The general's been working without rest, sending orders out to all regions via courier, rebuilding the chain of command. Even if you are bracers, I'm afraid I can't let you see him. Okay. Could you potentially make an exception this once? This is actually General Bright's daughter. Wait, really? You're Miss Estelle Bright? I'd heard she was in the guild, but... Hells, then. Of course you can come in. I'll show you right to the generals. No, it's okay, really. I wouldn't want to get in the way of his job if he's that busy. Estelle. A little visit might help the both of you, you know. Dad has his way, I have mine. I'm sure that Dad doing well in his job will make mine easier, and... I think if I do the same, his job will get easier too. So it's enough just knowing he's okay. Estelle! I see. Fair enough. We'll be going then. Please give our best to the general and let him know we stopped by if you get a chance. Of course, I'll do what I can. I'll see if I can catch him during mess or something. Thanks again. Okay, I guess entering is kind of out of the question. Yep. Ooh, a 4070. Nice. 13th gen i9. I think it was the 14th gen i9s that were having the issue with overheating, right? I don't recall. Thankfully, mine hasn't had any issues. Had to get the receipt, it's not here yet. No worries, man. Sometimes even I forget what I'm rocking. Yeah, well, I'll just... Yeah, we'll just clear them out, maybe get a little bit of CP. Why not? Oh! Also, that reminds me. I should go back into our equipment. Honestly, the petrification and death blow are really nice to prevent. The serial number range is affected online somewhere. Yikes. Well, hopefully yours doesn't have any issue, N-Bird. If I do ever get a new PC though, yeah, I'll probably try out AMD for once. I mean, this one gives extra stats. It's for ATS though. Although I suppose you do quite a bit of damage in that department as well. The Vajra gives you bonus stats. We do have another buzzer here. Love gear is nice for a little extra stats, but... Oh wait, don't we have like gladiator stuff somewhere? Oh, the power orb. We had that on Agate, right? We have a power orb and a mind orb. Let's see, that's 500... Shira doesn't have a zero fuel generator, so putting that on her wouldn't really mean much. Yeah, here's a gladiator headband. CP up. I'll just put that on Joshua instead of the buzzer. Do we have any other gladiator stuff? Nope. I'll just put the power orb on you. Why not? Still no cat indeed. I'll have to circle back over to the first town that we were in once we pass through Roland. Or actually, I should do that first before completing stuff in Roland, or else that might move on to the next chapter or whatnot. What up, Argoth? Welcome. Alright. X3D AMD chips. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at them. Well, far into the future. Because for now, PC is still working great. But smooth brain, just see big number and assume good. Usually your best bet for casual purchases. But yeah, when it comes to PC parts, it requires quite a bit of research. Because even I didn't know about the whole issue that was currently going on. Okay, no secrets on the sides here. What's going on, bros? The brass seems so unconcerned about it all. I'm really worried. You've got to protect this region with our guns not working after all. Couldn't we at least prepare some barricades, maybe? If the airships can't fly, then our responsibility is all the greater. With air passage cut off, the only routes to invade the capital are from the east and west. In other words, if our security is sufficient, then we can protect the peace of the capital. Those guys who are getting scared just because they can't use their orbital guns are useless as soldiers. One way or another, if things come to a real melee, you can't use guns anyway. If it's going to come to that, I'll fight with my bayonet from the get-go. Good for you, man. I've been having this reoccurring dream lately. In it, the whole world's a dead wasteland except for this guard post. That's kind of what it was like while communications were dead. I still get scared whenever I think of how there are no travelers coming through. Understandable. I feel like especially in stressful situations, your mind just starts connecting the dots in ways you don't want it to. Hey, welcome. Since you're here, grab something to eat, yeah? I'll give you the best meal you've ever had. I'll have to pass on that offer. 1200 Mira ain't cheap. A man's true value is something you find out in a crisis. Someone you can rely on in a pinch is the real thing, I think. In that sense, this situation is the perfect chance. You bet I'm gonna be evaluating me some fine men. This girl. Wait, wasn't it? I don't think it was here. There was some sort of like maid girl at some sort of fortress who thought that the guy was hot, and it turned out to be what? What the frick is his name? Edgy boy. Low? I think that's what happened. It's been a while though. To be so obsessed with evaluating men at a time like this. Seems like there's more than one screw loose in Tammy's head. Sigh, where did I go wrong raising her? Oh, it was Walter. Wait, Walter's the guy who came from the same dojo as... Oh god, why am I blanking on names? On our Easter, the same place as Kilika, right? Zin. I was going to say Zed. No, that's a League of Legends champion. Let her cook? I mean, she's got a point. What will the enemy's next target be? I can't even imagine. Right now, the essential thing is to not move for little things. We need to solidify our defenses and wait to see how the enemy moves. Of course, that could be the enemy's goal itself. The untraceable Crimson Soldiers and those groups of machine-like monsters. There are hidden enemies lurking within the kingdom these days. Even if the gate doesn't close, I will not let them do as they please. We have our own pride as the shield of the kingdom, after all. You remember the girl's name? I don't remember the girl's name. I remember it because she's right here in front of me. For me, it's like, I usually have issues recalling stuff straight from memory. But whenever I see something that is either like similar, or is the thing that I'm supposed to like remember a face, or remember like this long corridor, it was this place where I went up to come and find Walter, because I could see the physical image of it, and so I'm like, ah, connection to my other memory. But yeah. Just recalling it straight out of nowhere is not my thing. Which is why it'd probably be really bad if I ever went up to like some sort of game show. That floating island's still floating around today too. Ever since that island appeared, orbments haven't worked. I kind of feel like that itself isn't at fault. It's just my own impression, but there's something sublime about it. I mean, it's pretty cool looking. It's very anime. And it would be really nice if it didn't have the side effect of cancelling out all orbments that currently exist within the lands of Liberl. Oh, the receptionist. Of course I remember Kilka. Who wouldn't remember Kilka? Not gonna lie though, I don't remember the name of the receptionist, the old guy. I don't remember the old guy's name. I do remember his face though. I do remember Jean. Jean isn't a girl, so maybe, you know? I don't know. He just kind of stood out to me, I guess. And I liked voicing him. If orbments are working, then Night Guard is gonna be a real nail-biter. With no lights, there's no way to see any enemies coming. Apparently, they sell these goggles over in Zeiss that let you see even in the dark. I wish they considered buying a couple of those for our squad. Which actually reminds me. I forget the name of the father. No, it's Kevin. Gosh darn it. I love voicing Kevin, but even I forget about his name sometimes. Hey, you all. Seems like you're doing bits of work here and there. Well, nothing wrong with going all up, but don't take on too much work. Thanks, Gundalf. Gandalf's younger brother. I very likely also made the same joke at some point during the series. Okay. That goes to the Herb Royal Villa. Maybe... Nah, I should drop by Grand Soul first and pick up whatever quest that we have over there. Kevin and Walter had the same English VA. Oh, that I did not know. Who's the English VA, by the way? Because, if I remember correctly, it was Johnny Young Bosch, right? Who voices Joshua? That's the only person I can remember. Oh, that is a very familiar name. I can't recall his exact roles, though. Apparently someone's moved into the open house I was thinking of renting in the West Block. Seems he's going to run a shop, but that old guy is just plain suspicious if you ask me. Oh, and Bird. Gamble is capped at 100 donuts. There was a time when the limit was uncapped, however that led to some pretty broken economy issues with our donuts. Although, now with the new changes to Gamble, maybe I could remove that limit. It's like, you're usually not gonna win. The night is so dark that you can see lots of stars. It's so pretty. Dick's a scaredy cat who can't even go to the toilet on his own. So it's not really any different from normal. Talk about inconvenient. It's so dark at night that I can't even go to the toilet. Bruh. Good. You got anything good? I mean, this is pretty good. I'll take 3 of these. Alright. Tom, the repair guy over at the factory is a real trustworthy person. If he says it's not a malfunction, I believe him. Zacharias thinks they're trying to make him buy new model units. Very rare to see anybody winning slots. Congrats, Edward. I'm learning how to make popcorn over an open flame like we used to do. I'm usually pretty unlucky, so I'm used to trouble. I'm sure things will go back to normal someday, so we just gotta get through the now. That's a good attitude to have. Mobility popcorn. Sorry, bro, your popcorn kinda sucks. Oh, that's where I recognize the name from. It's freaking Shido. Yeah, we'll definitely be hearing him a lot more. Even just waiting like this makes me nervous. A lot of dialogue you have there. All the younger people are pretty shocked, it seems. Never been a day in their lives when they didn't have ornaments. Of course, the fisherman's group is proving to be pretty tough. The capital somehow managed to regain its calm. This, too, is also thanks to the Queen's proclamation. Very nice. Wait, wasn't there like a DC superhero named like Dick Grayson or something? What was he? I think he was like... At one point he was Robin, but then he became... Nightwing, I want to say? I forgot the superhero name. Nah, I never knew the sun could be so bright and warm. Nights are so dark and cold, it makes me all the more anxious. Yeah, I imagine emotions are high. Stress is high. Everybody's going through it. Zero knows the same stuff about DC as I do. One of the Robins? Okay, yeah, cool. I think it was something like that. It used to be Robin, and then it became Nightwing, and somebody else got the role of Robin afterwards. I don't really follow the comics for DC that much. I am a very big Batman fan, though. Although, only the Dark Knight trilogy movies, pretty much. Even if orbmen stop, nothing can cool the passion for fishing. This is exactly the time to get the citizenry to enjoy fishing and calm themselves. They'd also secure food supplies, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, he's not wrong. What has everyone stressed? I can't look up in the sky, but currently there is a castle in the sky called the Aureole, which is emitting an aura that makes it so basically the like electrical appliances that everybody has isn't working. in this universe, it's called Orbments, which literally powers almost everything that we've made, and is kind of the backbone for all the technological advancements within this universe. So with that castle in the sky canceling out everything, that means that, like, you know, the guns, you know, the machinery, literally nothing works. And now people are having to learn to live without electricity, as a comparison to our universe. Our society members are pretty used to outdoor activities. Seems like they're not as bothered as other people when it comes to roughing it. Lloyd's even lighting fires, rubbing sticks together. Yo, what's up, drunks? Our waifu bots? All of your waifu bots are dead. I'm sorry, N-Bird, but that's just the reality right now. And that's why everybody is really stressed out. Ellen! Oh ho! Estelle, everyone, and Joshua. Welcome back. I'm glad you returned safely. Hello, Elnan. I'm sorry if I worried you. No, hardly. I'm just glad to see you well. I hope you'll continue to be a valuable member of the guild. Sorry to cut in, Elnan, but how are things here in Gransel? Yes, well, the city's in chaos thanks to the sudden shutdown of all orbital devices. The local factory is snowed under in repair requests, as I understand it. However, Queen Alicia has made a proclamation. She has declared that the government is devoting every resource to investigating and reversing the shutdown phenomenon, and that citizens should try to continue their daily lives as best they can. It seems to have quelled the worst of the panic, for now. Looks like Queen Alicia is on top of it as always. Yes, but that giant flying thing above Valeria Lake. The citizens are putting 2 and 2 together and saying it's the cause of the orbital problems. I see. That's not very surprising. The number of people staring at it in the harbor grows hourly. Beyond that, the only other major change is that the gate to Gransel Castle won't open, courtesy of the orbital suspension. Okay, things are calmer here than I thought they'd be, honestly. Yes, if the situation drags on, however, I don't think things will remain so placid. We need to restore communications across the country so that we can organize a solution as soon as possible. And so we need to restore the phones in each city. Meaning our mission is pretty critical. Let's get back to it then. All that's left is Roland. Yeah, let's hurry. It is not an overstatement to say that the future of Liberl may rest on your shoulders. Good luck, all of you. Okay. I don't think oh, wait, no, I can report to you. Which means... Yup. Gransel Sewer Monster! Executes powerful arts, possessed blood-sucking attacks. Yuck. Big Cactus. Needle attacks can increase monster stats. Alrighty. Actually, yeah, let's call allies. I'll check our current levels. Alright. I guess we'll drop Tita for now. And then we'll throw in Agate and Shira. Because, like, even if Zin's behind in levels, he's still going to be incredibly useful in a fight regardless.
Let's do it! Ready?
Roger that. How dare you? I'm sorry, okay? It's, we kinda need it just to make sure everybody is at least usable in a fight when it comes down to it. Yeah, you have the power orb, you have the shield orb. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, Agate already does a whole lot of damage. It's sheer that needs a boost in it. The mosquito boss? Yuck. Actually, I think I know what you're talking about. We've probably fought them before. They were pretty creepy. And as somebody who lives in a country full of mosquitoes, I don't really appreciate them. Wait, does Agate have, like, the best equipment we got currently? Yeah, okay. He's doing fine. Although, I do now have an extra ZFG, apparently. In which case, you know what? I'll give Shira the Mind Orb. Five. Yeah, that means she has the most magic currently. And then I'll give her the ZFG. There. As for Agate, I'll drop the Shield Orb and put the Power Orb on you instead. Go all in. Even with the Power Orb giving you 50 plus more strength, you are still weaker than Estelle and Joshua. This is kind of sad. Imagine a mosquito waifu? Don't we literally see one in the very first episode of One Punch Man? And not gonna lie, she is pretty hot. Although, a bit disgusting. Don't see any tourists around at all anymore. I mean, not much you can do about it, but it's pretty sad. Already talked to this guy, I think. Yep. Wait, it was the second episode? Oh, yeah, no, I think you're right. It was, when we introduced Genos. Ah, sorry. Factory's closed. Oh, okay. It's this entire conversation. Wow. Oh. Oh. Would you be willing to sell one? Nope. No, we can't sell it. Alright. Seems like everyone's finally understands that all orbments everywhere are working. Seems like the announcement from Queen Alicia had some effect. Anyway, all we can do is put up with it while we do what we can. That's all you can do, man. Situation ain't good for everybody. Already talked to that lady. I wonder why the stove isn't working. It's hard to cook without a stove. I mean, true. As long as I have that man, I'm scared of nothing. We didn't used to have orbments, so we can live just fine. That man? From Guilty Gear? What up? No matter what, I have to keep my wife safe. I assume you are that man. It's gonna be a little hard to keep your wife safe while you're hiding here in the back. Buddy, what do I know? Okay, we have a house here on the side, and I think that was like a restaurant or something over the corner there. Youch! Daytime's not so bad. At least it's warm and I can see what I'm doing. Cookie at night, however, now that's a real pain. I just hope I don't set myself on fire. Real clumsy one, aren't you? Ah, this sucks. Not being able to use orbment is such a hassle.
I trust that Her Majesty will be able to fix everything soon, however.
Protect the back of the house. And that's big brain. No assailant would ever expect that.
I just don't feel like it right now.
You can see the flying island thingy from the harbor from what I hear. What say we go see for ourselves? I suppose I got the tail end of that convo before the actual starter of the combo. Oh, wait, I can enter this house too. Why, when I was a young lad, we didn't even have ornaments. There's not a darned thing inconvenient about living without him, I say. If anything, it brings me back to my youth.
Bringing it back to your youth doesn't stop all this from being inconvenient. No matter how trying the circumstances, I've never lost the strength to endure. So long as we stay strong and endure, Her Majesty will surely pull through for us.
Indeed. Probably. I'm glad, like, they're just having this conversation, not acknowledging the fact that we exist and are inside of their house right now.
It took a bit, but I think I'm getting used to this cooking with fire thing. If the people from the Fisherman's group hadn't taught me, I'd probably be closed for business at this point.
The surface of the meat is roasted perfectly and smells wonderful. Direct heat cooking's different than normal, but kinda nice. Seems like it's hard to control the fire though. Reedy was having a rough time of it at first. Very few people in here though. Guess it's not the most popular time of day. And that should be it for this block. Let's head to the west block first. What's going on here? Hello.
How much longer till the ornaments work again? An ending life without ornaments like this would feel so awful.
Oh. Don't appreciate the things that you already have until you lose them. That's just how it goes. The cafe owner makes it all sound so carefree, but this is a big problem for me. After all, with no ornaments, I can't read at night. Candlelight makes me feel like I'm just hurting my eyes. Cooking without ornaments is rough, but I like that rustic feel when you use fire. Even the coffee seems a little tastier when prepared this way. Might be good to do it with wood and charcoal fires from now on anyway. I mean, it certainly has a very different taste to it. That much is for certain. Have I ever entered this place? This house? I don't think I've ever turned the camera this way. At first, I was pretty down about all the ornaments not working. But at times like these, we've just gotta keep strong. My wife's been putting her all into her work at the department store, and I don't plan on doing anything less. Well, good for you. Can't let your wife outshine you. You must put in effort to an equal amount.
Seems like the editor-in-chief's got something to say to the staff. They're upstairs in the editorial room. All of them for once.
Roger that. Orbital energy is stopped, and it's not just light and heat that's a problem, but communication is difficult as well. However, I don't think that you lot are the sort of journalist to be deterred by small stuff like that.
Of course not. We have a job to do.
Exactly. Many of the citizens now have no access to information and are trapped by anxiety and fear. This is exactly the time for us to provide accurate information and contribute to society. Said no news center ever. I feel like the spreading of misinformation and panic is usually what news does instead. But, I could be wrong. You ain't gonna tell me twice. That's exactly the reason us journalists exist.
but Niall, it'll be hard to get an article without even orbital cameras working, you know?
Dorothy is right. Most of our equipment doesn't work. However, to use that as a reason to abandon the duty of mass media is the utmost of unacceptable. Lemongrab meme. Everyone, I don't care what you do. Do anything you can come up with to get our next edition out there. Gaming journals can never. It is insane the grip that gaming journals have on the gaming industry as a whole. Haven't bought out by shareholders yet. Yeah, I suppose so. It's only a matter of time. Panic drives ratings. So does drama, as you can see on YouTube.
Joshua!
Hey, Dorothy. Been a while.
Really came back. Good for you, Estelle. Yeah, I guess. I'd love to get a memorial shot, but my camera isn't working. Sigh, it really messes with my groove.
The Emperor's new groove.
I guess your camera's pretty important to you, Dorothy. Of course it is. It's my claim to fame, you know. I want to be able to take lots of pictures of that cute little floaty island soon.
You're the same as always, Dorothy. Niall! Oh, hey, Estelle. And Joshua. Quite a while, huh? It has indeed. You're as busy as always, Niall. Yeah, I told the editor the same thing. But something like this ain't gonna stop my pen. That's just how companies want it.
But what do you plan on doing without being able to use ordnance?
Yeah, that's the problem. But things as they are, we can't even use Dorothy's camera. Well, I got some ideas though. After this, I'm gonna meet with Queen Alicia and have her listen to him.
Sounds like you're working pretty hard. Kind of a relief.
So, Joshua. I gotta admit, I want to interview you real bad. I'll put that off for now though. Still, you be ready for my pen. Go easy on me. You got a noti that the stream started? Awesome! About 1 hour into the stream. You know, at least you got a notification now and not like an hour after the stream ends. As YouTube likes to do for whatever reason. I'm sorry, sir, but you threw off the Emperor's groove. Yo, what's up, Tinkerling? Welcome. Wait, your name is False? I thought so during the coup d'etat, but being pushed at a corner only makes things more exciting, huh? Maybe I'll write up an article about simple recipes you can do even without ordnance. Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, the editor-in-chief has it. Alright, even if I have to write it by hand, we are putting out the Liberl news. Why is everybody so motivated?
Hey, you guys. I don't think of this situation as a threat at all. If anything, this is exactly when the true worth of the Liberl news service will be tested. Good for you. Prove yourselves. And reach out for the truth. Alright. That's the pathway to the sewers. You're free to enter the sewers. However, do be sure not to cause any trouble inside. Like what kind?
Oh! Huh. Was there a store here?
Welcome.
Excuse me, sir. What kind of store is this?
I didn't expect to meet you here.
Oh, do you know him, Joshua?
So, you know this person as well as I do.
I do? Is he with the society?
No, not quite. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear the details. Former Mayor Ruin, Mr. Delmore. NANI?! Why are you here? I believe you are supposed to be in holding in Leiston Fortress. Ugh, that's true. But do not misunderstand. I am here with all proper permissions.
Proper permissions? Yeah, that's not suspicious.
How rude.
Considering what happened in Ruin, asking me to believe you would be insane.
Okay, well, a quick reminder for anybody new here.
This guy wanted to burn down an orphanage for money.
Pretty much.
And we defeated him in the first game, after he revealed his hand and was obviously totally not the evil rich bad guy.
Man, that was a story, wasn't it?
After what you did to innocent children, orphans, I might add.
So, let's hear him out first. We can decide if he's worth trusting after that.
Fine.
You must understand that I too am a victim of that case. After all, my memories of that period are quite vague, as if I were controlled by someone. On top of that, I had to pay an enormous bail for what little fortune I had left to my name.
I see. That's why. Bail? What's that?
It means that by paying a certain amount of money, you can be set free until your guilt has been proven.
So what? Any bad deed can be forgiven with money?
Nothing is forgiven. Liberl's justice system works on a principle of innocent until proven guilty. Until your guilt is established, you are granted personal freedom by paying a heavy amount of mira to act as assurance against your fleeing. Of course, you are not permitted to leave the area or hide during that time.
Precisely. I'm still not digging it.
Basically, it means that it's not that impossible for Dalmore to be here. It is true that there were also extenuating circumstances.
But what are you doing here?
As you see, to rebuild the Dalmore family, I intend to make a new start. First, I'm starting a business here to save money towards rebuilding.
A business? So what kind of store is this?
Sepeth.
Sepeth?
Yes. There is no store anywhere in Liberl that trades in Sepeth. Quite the genius venture, if I do say so myself. You're right. Still, wouldn't it be difficult to get enough Sepeth to actually run a business on? I have my own secret channels to procure stock through.
And there he goes with the suspicious stuff again.
To trade in Sepeth. For mira? Even the punishments of hell can be bought off. Welcome to the Dalmore firm. If you want Sepeth, we can provide as much as you might wish. Of course, we will require you to pay appropriately. No, trade in mira for Sepeth. Other way around.
I see.
You know what? This is actually really useful. This, if you have the money, you can just bypass all the grind. I don't currently need anything, but nice to know that we have this here now. Is Sepeth at a high enough demand?
That is a good question, because currently the Sepeth that we get is used to make ornaments, and all the ornaments are not working, so...
Well, the only people who would actually be buying from the store is us. But we don't have to tell them that. It's funny how the morals disappear when you see his deals. You know, you might have tried to burn down an orphanage, But if you let me bypass grinding, I'll forgive you. Even more hilariously, it comes to you now when you can't use it. Yup, only the people with the zero field generators can even use their arts. Ugh.
I feel like I've seen that store owner somewhere before. Whenever I try to get a good look at his face, though, he hides in the back of the store. Maybe he's shy?
Yeah, he's too scared to show off his handsome mug. Oh, also, I think I forgot to say this. Welcome to the stream, Mouseparatu. Okay, yeah. This house we haven't been into yet. Hello. Literally nobody here. Okay. We'll head over into the warehouse district as well, since we're already here. Oh, wait. It seems Queen Alicia has some plan to resolve this situation. Good for you, random soldier.
To think that not being able to use orbits would be this anxiety-inducing. I wonder if he's safe. I wish I could at least contact him. It's kind of scary having only women around the house at a time like this. At the very least, I'll keep the Mrs. and Rihanna's safe in place of the good sir.
Rianne? This is probably how you say that name.
When the sun sets, it gets really dark in my room. If only the sun wouldn't set.
I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to live in a universe where the sun doesn't set, I suggest the Near Replicant universe. Although I would also suggest not living in that universe. Actually, now that I think about it, it wasn't that the sun never set. It's that the sun, because of the tilted axis of the Earth, set for half a year. And then the other entire half of the year, it would just be daylight. I think was what was going on there. But it's been a while, though. Oh, wait, no. Wait, didn't the Earth stop rotating or something? Eh, whatever. You still get the point, though.
I need to get home before dark.
The capital in Dark Nights is pitch black and scary even when you're grown up. I feel like you got quite a lot of time left, don't worry. Surely he's buying from only the best sources? Totally. No shady sources at all. Rotation of the Earth is overrated? Yeah, honestly, who needs seasons? Or days? It's all just a sham, really. Everyone's taking the orbital shutdown phenomenon differently. Well, one way or another, it doesn't change the fact that it's freaking inconvenient, so I hope they fix things soon. This is so freaking inconvenient. I hate orbital shutdown. Apparently you can see that huge floating thing in the harbor. A number of civilians have gone off to look at it. Oh yeah, losing electricity would suck. Like, I would never be able to VTube again. But it's also really scary how easily it could happen if like some sort of massive solar flare occurred and it like fried all of the electrical systems. I mean, it would have to be really, really big, but it could happen.
This is exactly when we need to offer our prayers to Adios.
So it's begun then. This occurrence is no trial from the goddess, I'm afraid.
A little while ago, I got a package for Father Kevin from a suspicious-looking pair of men. It isn't that big, but it's wrapped very tightly. I was told by the Archbishop to deliver it as soon as possible, but I can't help wondering what's in it.
For Father Kevin, by two suspicious-looking men. Could they be referring to the boy? The door is locked. And you guys probably already know why I'm saying the boy. It's because It's because I forgot his name. Oh god, what is his name? Drunken man singing on his little guitar ukulele thing. He went off back to his country. We'll never have to see him again. And he stopped flirting with Joshua finally. Steve? Steve indeed. Steve in chat? Yeah, Steve is. Olivier, thank you. Gosh darn it. Why do I keep forgetting everybody's names? How could you forget Olivier? I don't know, man. He's so forgettable. There just isn't any kind of like defining trait for Olivier. He's totally not like such an iconic character that everybody loves or anything like that. Least memorable Trails character, indeed. I mean, everybody remembers Father Kevin, right? Man, I am out of shape. He would be heartbroken to hear that. And I would just have to admit it. Yeah, sorry, dude. I don't even know who you are. But we traveled the entire game together. There's something wrong with me, man. I'm just not good with names, I guess. When the heck are the ships gonna get moving again? Father who? Onion Head? How dare you, Tinkerlin? Oh, man. I mean, I can't say shit. I forget Father Kevin's name, too. If the haulage vehicles aren't gonna work, then freight transport's gonna have to be done by hand. But there's no freight to carry coming in anymore. Guess this isn't the time to be saying I'm lucky that I get to slack off on the job. What's gonna happen to my paycheck? My food! It's all evaporating into the air, along with all the orbital energy. There's a Steve in chat. Where? Look behind you. Gotta go, but do enjoy. Roger that, Tinkerlin. Thanks for stopping by, my dude, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Aw, why isn't it working? Come on, be a good boy and work. What? Ma'am? Work sure as hell ain't happening. All I can do is wait and do some fishing. How about you? You should wet your line too. It'll calm you down. No. Fishing is extremely stressful and I hate it. Jeez, with orbits not working, there's not much of a job for technicians like us. Literally no job. Just look at your automata when you treat your machines like people. Oh, suddenly your machines want to become as gods. Yeah. I come to my job every day, but with the way things are, ain't no way work's getting done. I wonder how things are gonna turn out for us. I wonder too. We're probably all gonna die horrible deaths. Oh, hello. Thanks to this strange phenomenon, we can't contact Ruin. We have no way of knowing when ships will arrive. So, if the orbments have stopped, does that mean the ships have stopped too? I would assume so, yes. If the ships are orbment powered, then they ain't getting over here. Man, work just keeps piling on up. Good to know. Random man. What if my machines want to bump into each other in a suggestive manner? Oh man, I remember that scene. They were really trying. If only a party of man characters show up and fix the problem. Main characters, I see. If only a bunch of men would come and fix all my problems. Gosh. Imagine how many ships would crash out there somewhere. Ooh, actually, yeah. I mean, Valeria Lake is really big, so they could just be stranded. Maybe some of them have already gotten a little bit cuckoo and are talking to their volleyballs and stuff like that. Oh wait, was it a basketball? I forget. No, it was a Wilson, right? It was a basketball. Volleyball? It was a volleyball. No, whatever. It was Tom Hanks. That's all I remember. Let me guess. You're here to see that. You can see it over the dock. God. Everybody just wants to see that. Our job's kind of at a dead end if no ships come in. Ever since orbital ships were introduced, sailing ships have been on the decline. Can't something be done? A large baseball? Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. Definitely was a large baseball. There's a guy hiding back there. What's up? What the heck is that? Not like I can get any work done anyway. Might as well relax here. Bro, slacking off. Okay, nobody over on this side. Wait, what did YouTube censor? It didn't even give me an option. It didn't even tell me anything about it. It's a ship! The giant orbital construct that flew away from the harbor. The ancient dragon that appeared in Boss. I didn't think I'd be surprised at anything that showed up anymore, but... what is that weird thing that appeared in the sky?
There's a big flying island.
I didn't see anything. No way a freaky thing like that's real. I disbelieve. I disbelieve. I think bro's going through it. You maybe don't want to look directly into the sun.
Ever since that object appeared, orbits have stopped working. Can't the Royal Guard shoot it down in the Arcel? I suppose the Arcel can't move either, though, can it?
I've seen a lot in my long life, but I've never seen anything that odd. Is the rumor that orbits aren't working thanks to that true? Indeed. It's all true. The stories were real. All the conspiracy theories were real. The government is actually out to get you.
To think orbits would just stop working. Sigh, I'm worried about the future.
It's basic sentiment we've seen across the entirety of Liberl. I mentioned how you were talking about Tom Hanks' sporting equipment. Indeed. Indeed I was. Push him. No. I'd be evil. More people are coming to see that weird floating thing. I normally kick him out for getting in the way of work, but with orbital energy stopped, no ships are coming, so there is no work. Honestly, standing around is pretty much all you can do. Yeah, I can actually fish here. I wonder how long this is gonna keep going. Probably until I finish this game. Which, according to the current schedule, might not be for quite a few weeks, so good luck with that, bro. Just as Harvard business was starting to get back on track, this mess happens. Has the goddess abandoned us? It's hard to say. I don't know. Have we ever seen the goddess take form? Does she walk among us? Can't use transport trucks and the boats ain't moving either. What the heck are we supposed to do? When is the fishing stream? There has been a fishing stream before. And it was the one and the last one that will ever happen. I tried so hard to get that quest done, and we did it. Never again.
I wonder if someone's riding that object. Please don't say something so scary. Who's riding it? Santa Claus? The more I look, the stranger it is. Very curious. How is that thing floating if orbits aren't working? You can see it all the more clearly today.
Look at that! Oh, magnificent! Also very scary. I wonder who's riding on that thing. I was gonna say it kinda looks like the thing from Code Geass, but not really. Same concept though. Can you imagine having arts restricted for the rest of the game? Imagine having arts restricted for the rest of the series. Like, we never actually find a solution for the Aureole, so like every other game after this one is just no arts anymore. And we all have to use zero field generators. Last switching to the next game, right? Look, if the fishing minigame in the next game is a little more lenient, I'll probably do it. But like here, I cannot get the timing down. Not at all. Santa's tired of making electronic toys and is attacking with a vengeance. Electronic toys? What kind of toys could you be referring to? South block, north block. Oh, what? You can see that weird thing in the sky pretty well from the harbor. I bet you can see it even better from the castle. Gotta run. Open in hands, all you need to protect the citizenry, so I'm not too worried about the Orban situation. Good for you. I was given orders from Her Majesty to go home by home and explain the situation to each and every resident. Naturally, not a single one of them has been thrilled to see me. I can understand why, but it still stings a bit. It's better to explain than to keep the public wondering, though. Just about anything right now could cause a panic. Honestly though, Pun, imagine if that's actually the reason. I know it's not, but it could be. You were thinking phones and gaming systems? What was I thinking of? Oh, I mean, I was thinking of fun electronic toys. Just like phones and gaming systems. With things as they are, I really don't think now's the time to fish, but I gotta go fish. What are you saying? With an attitude like that, you'll never be able to join the group. This is exactly the time to cast your line and calm your mind. The mindset of a master fisher is that of a clear, still pond. See? That's why I'm not a master fisher. Like remote-controlled cars and stuff? Yeah! You guys ever had those, like, robots that you could control with a remote and stuff and move around? I remember back when I was a kid, my aunt, she got me this, like, really cool robotic remote-controlled dinosaur thing. And she wanted to surprise me with it by having it walk into the room. But, well, let's just say I was really spooked by it as a kid when it walked into the room, so I screamed, I ran over to it, and I kicked its head off. And so that was like $100 down the drain immediately. We didn't even get to play with it. I do love dinosaurs, but I don't know. I was a weird kid, maybe. To ensure the citizenry aren't worried, I had to remain calm. That is your job, yes. Okay. Anybody over on this side? Nope. Nothing over here. The dino robots attack, I know who to call. Indeed. Who you gonna call? Zero, the mad scientist VTuber, to run over screaming and kick their heads off. Amen. Time to begin evacuation training for our house. First, roll call.
Hee hee. At times like this, it's great comfort having that man around.
That man?
There are all kinds of emergencies nowadays, so this kind of thing is important, don't get me wrong. But Dad's smile kinda makes me wonder.
He's a little gung-ho about this, yeah. It's probably one of those situations too where it's like, I get to show how useful I am to my wife and act all cool and stuff. Even though the thing that I'm doing is kind of stupid. A little bit. That man goes around. Indeed he does. Yeah, I mean, he has teleportation powers, so might as well use them. I'm gonna check the east block before heading into the castle. I feel like important stuff is gonna happen in there.
Everyone's acting like the queen can just snap her fingers and make things all better. They still don't even know why orbital energy stopped, right? This sucks. I'm stressing out big time.
She's probably gonna go eat a massive tub of ice cream. I would too. Don't blame her. History.
Welcome. The History Museum is open for free to all. At the behest of the Queen, who hopes our service will help the citizens relax in some way.
I came here thinking it might be at least a chance to clear my head. I hope everything goes back to normal soon. I won't check all of this, because we already have.
What a curious design. Indeed.
Freezers don't work? No ice cream? Then, what the heck was... Oh, wait. No, those are crepes, right? Is that why the girl at the ice cream stall wasn't there? I didn't even think of that. Even without ornaments, you can still look at ancient relics and imagine the past. Archaeology should be something doable even in the greatest trials. Ooh, this is a true man's romance. I'm not gonna get down over something like this. Oh my. Wow, so they used stuff like this in the past, huh? If orbital energy never returns, I guess we'll go back to the era when we used these. I guess it's actually working?
I bet we could use this without orbals.
Orbals?
Apparently, the Queen mandated that attendance is free for this place. Seems to have cheered my children up.
Look at this old stuff.
Fascinating.
Something strange has happened to the towers in each region that we are researching. The top of the towers were engulfed in some strange blackness, and then went back to normal after a while. I wonder what that was. Actually, the orbital shutdown started when all the towers' abnormalities had stopped. Interesting. There's no particular damage to the History Museum. Even so, it doesn't change that it makes daily life hard. This event has made it very clear just how heavily we were relying on orbital energy. We literally had nothing prepared in case orbital energy failed. Like, bridges were just left stuck halfway up. Doors were left halfway open.
To use nowadays, orbits not working is a source of terrible anxiety, it seems. Of course, it sure does make it hard to boil water. Guess I've gotten complacent too. Ho ho ho!
Santa has been spotted.
The Lindy is still stuck in Roland. I was so worried about my child that I came back to the capital. The rooms are so dark and cold. It's really scary, but I'm doing my best to be brave just like Mama said. Don't tell anyone, but I was so relieved when I saw Mama's face I cried. If electricity disappeared tomorrow, a lot of stuff would fail in similar ways. I suppose so. I'm thinking like elevators, which is why like every building has to have a stairway. And I suppose I don't know enough about everything in the world to come up with specific examples. But yeah, things would be really messed up. Or like, wasn't there some sort of thing with Windows computers for businesses that ended up messing things up and like airports had to shut down temporarily? I think it had something to do with some sort of security program that was packaged along with Windows. There's a Star Trek joke in here, but this is the wrong audience. I'm sorry, Argoth. I still don't know anything about Star Trek. I thought the orbital shutdown problem was just in the capital, but it seems like it's affecting other regions too. If orbits remain unusable forever, what's gonna happen to this country? We're all gonna die. Liberl is a country that developed as much as it has thanks to orbits, yes? If orbits remain unusable like this, things will surely become more than just inconvenient. Have I talked to you? In international society, Liberl's superiority is maintained by our orbital technology. The non-aggression pact is a sign of that. If the situation continues, even the Queen won't be able to... More lore vids. It was an enterprise antivirus solution that everyone subscribed to that pushed an update to everyone simultaneously without thoroughly testing it. Ah, of course. Lovely. It just works. That thing that appeared at the lake is super suspicious. I mean, doesn't it just look suspicious? More like, seriously, give me a break. Don't you think this lifestyle is so tragic? Indeed. Wait. The Grand Soul Castle kitchen is making our ice cream. The Queen said she wanted to make sure everyone could try it. I was shocked to hear the Queen had eaten my ice cream. Well, there you go. Ice cream still works, baby. They're probably actually just, like, using actual ice. This one's actually pretty good. Grab a few of those. These are pretty cheap. Or some stat bonuses. I'll take that. The ultimate ice cream. Fair point, Argoth. Electricity isn't a perfect solution, whereas orbits up until now, there hasn't really been a case like this ever, so... Please, pass on through. Are you sure? I've been instructed by Ambassador... Cochrane to let you in if you came. What's this about? It seems she wants to hear from all kinds of people so she can get a better idea of the situation. Ah, gotcha. Well then, if you'll pardon me. I still can't believe it, man. That's literally her name. The pregnant pause? Pregnant? Is that a word you would use to describe that? Since orbital lighting doesn't work, we're getting our light with lamps. Lamps are inconvenient and need care when handling, but there's something really heartwarming about them. It may be a bit inappropriate to be thinking that right now, though. I have not heard the expression used in that way before now. I mean, the more and more I stream, the more I learn that, I have not mastered the English language at all. English is sometimes like that, or so I heard.
I mean, to be fair, there are some pretty weird sayings here in Thai as well, but... I guess every single language has its own little quirks. Sometimes it's used like this. Pregnant pause, pregnant silence. We didn't have ornaments when I was young, so I'm not really fussed that they're out now. I understand why one would worry, since ornaments are so common nowadays, but... perhaps now is exactly when I can be of aid to the ambassador. Oh. The Dull Night. Reading session! Oh my god! That's a lot! Should we read it? Even ambassador... Even the ambassador seems quite tired. Her efforts to gather information have taken quite the toll on her sleep, apparently. It's a pause or silence that has full potential, and whatever comes after will be momentous. I don't know if it has a lot of potential. Not all births are like that. My husband is currently off at Gransel Castle. He apparently wants to inquire directly if there's any way to contact our home country. I think he'll just end up waiting pointlessly without an appointment, though. As always, he is missing the point. Damn! Given that all communication from Liberl is cut off, I imagine the Republic is in quite a tizzy. Eventually, someone will send an investigation team to represent them. We need to gather as much information as we can before then, but... just empty room, okay. Let us go see Ambassador Cochrane. Hello. Hello, Ambassador. Estelle, good timing. I will put this to you directly. Do you have any information about the situation? Given that the Royal Army seems to be acting quite calmly and confidently, I assume this situation was predicted. She's sharp. It seems I've let myself get a bit flustered by it all. I can guess Liberl has its own circumstances. Even if you knew anything, you probably couldn't tell me everything. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. 1 second. My adjustable chair has been doing the annoying thing of slowly adjusting down. And I gotta readjust it every now and then. Thinking about if our positions were reversed, I really can't complain. Ambassador, let me just ask one thing then. Are we okay to just wait like this? What? She's asking if she can leave the situation to the Bracer Guild. To us, in other words, I think. Yes, of course. Right now, the Bracer Guild and the Royal Army are putting their full force into investigating this. I'm sure we'll resolve this phenomenon and get things back to normal. Please do. Alright. Man, that sounded dark. Indeed it did, Steve. I thought that was the intention, but I guess not. A broken heart bathed in the golden glow of dusk. The remnants of the dreams of the strong. Apparently Anton's heart was shattered once again in Roland. Seems like he intends to be a dramatist or something now. And Roland? Ah. I believe you got out drunk. The Royal Army is still maintaining heightened security. I'll do my best too in case the worst happens. General Cassius and Colonel Sid are in the Royal Army. Just thinking that calms me. Imagine if Sid the Sloth was your military leader. I'd be terrified. Edelgard. If we're not gonna get anything to sell coming to us, we'll have to get our stock to sell ourselves. Sell anything you can at all.
After all, our customers surely want products. Even if there's things we can't do anything about, we'll do the heck out of what we can do. Forget about pots and plates. We need to secure food. This is getting serious. Why so serious? Our manager's pretty reliable, right? I can see why she says, if I were on a glacier, I could even sell ice. What?
You're just that good at selling people things. Cattail. Welcome!
Thanks to all the orbital energy going kaput, the latest edition of the Liberl news is only sold in the capital. Even so, the reporters and editors are incredible for managing to get an issue out at all. I gotta do my part and sell like crazy.
Nice.
26, 10, 10, 10. 39, and I call Tom. Okay.
That actor was the best Joker. Heath Ledger, it was indeed the best Joker. At least in my opinion. Let's see. A message from the Editor-in-Chief. As you are no doubt aware, all Orbmans are experiencing an abnormal loss of power. This phenomenon appears to be nationwide and is having a severe effect on both manufacturing and transport. Even our magazine has had significant difficulty reaching print. While this phenomenon is hindering our ability to distribute nationally, we will try to release in the capital at least. Additionally, information is difficult to confirm in these circumstances. We apologize for any inaccuracies. Monsters swarm urban centers. According to the Royal Army, yesterday morning unknown monsters began swarming around all major cities, save the capital. Army units engaged the fierce beasts, but thankfully things quieted by evening and no major damage was reported. Crimson soldiers attacked guard posts. At roughly the same time as the monsters appeared, reports came in of Crimson soldiers attacking guard posts across the nation. Defense forces, prepared and alert for combat, engaged the invaders. As far as we have been able to confirm, no guard posts have fallen. We also have unconfirmed reports of the Crimson soldiers departing via airship. Just who are these Red invaders? From their equipment to their armor and abilities, it is clear that the Crimson soldiers are a highly organized and well-funded force. Their allegiance is a mystery, but the most viable theory suggests they are Jaegers, a foreign mercenary group. The reports of airships at their disposal, however, raise questions of more powerful backers given the limited production of such vessels. The Bracer Guild is currently investigating. Breaking news. Mysterious object appears in sky. Early dawn yesterday, an enormous flying object appeared over Valeria Lake in a flash of gold. The moment it appeared, across the nation orbital power seemed to cease immediately. While the two incidents are believed to be connected, at the moment, that link remains pure conjecture. Orbmans remain inoperative. With this orbital shutdown phenomenon continuing, the government has called for citizens to prepare replacements. Lamps and candles are recommended for light, while wood stoves and solid fuel for heat can work as well. The abnormality is not mechanical in nature, so repair is not possible. The situation may drag on, so citizens should prepare accordingly. Activity at the ancient ruins. While defense forces were engaged in skirmishes all across the country, the ancient ruins known as the Tetracyclic Towers were witnessed as having their roofs engulfed in what was described as a black sphere. The towers had previously shown signs of activity following the birthday celebration, when they emitted a mysterious light. Researchers are taking notice, and the towers are under observation. Pretty accurate information. Very straightforward. Good night, Edward. Thanks for sticking around, my dude. Mark Hamill? Oh, the animated series Joker. I haven't seen any of the animated movies at all from DC. I've heard that's kind of where DC is good at. Because we all know how some of the live action stuff hasn't really panned out very well. Except for the Dark Knight trilogy. My sister, who was heading to boss, is apparently in Roland. Thank goodness she's safe. I wasn't worried or anything. I'm going to challenge her head on and win the position of T-Sales staff, after all. T-Sales? Ah. Lately, we haven't been getting our fish from Ruin, but from the Fisherman's Guild, apparently. I thought they were purely a hobbyist group, but with Ormond's dead, it seems they're really stepping up. I mean, it's good that at least we have them to carry us when it comes to food and supplies. Alright. You guys are... Ah, please pass through. Oh, Olivia's not with us, but can we pass anyway? Yes, there's no problem. Given the situation, the ambassador would like as much information as he can get, it seems. I've been informed that if you bracers come by, you were to be let through. Well then. I wonder if my father and mother in the Empire are safe. Olivia left the other day. I wonder if he's alright. Not being able to communicate with your own country in a situation like this is terrifying, I'll admit. The Batman animated series is a high point of animation, though admittedly slightly dated at this point. I see, I see. I've only ever heard good things about it, though. Just haven't had the time to sit down and watch it. Or I guess the motivation. I wonder what that last communic from the Empire meant. What does that mean? He was yelling something like, "What do you mean, don't move?" Communic. I guess like message or something? I wonder what that object floating above the lake is. Is this phenomenon occurring in the Empire as well? It'd be nice to know something. Knowing nothing at all is so nerve-wracking. Fancy way of saying letter? Bro just wanted to flex his IQ on me. His expanded vocabulary. Although they are fancy, schmancy people, so I guess it's appropriate. You know that golden floating object? I've never seen or heard of anything like that before in my entire life. It's damn creepy, that much is for sure. I mean, all records of it are not really kept public, so it's understandable why you don't know anything about it. There was a strange order from Erebonia before the Oblast shutdown occurred, from what I've been told. Just as the ambassador tried to inquire about it, communication suddenly dropped. It's pronounced like communique? Okay, communique. I don't think I'll ever see that word in any other context ever again. But it's good to know. What on earth could it mean? Hello, Ambassador. Oh, you lot. Good timing. What do you know about the current situation? Any details you could provide would be of great assistance. Well, this is certainly out of the blue. Far from it. Ormond's malfunctioning on such a mass scale is utterly unheard of. I won't be able to keep regular contact with Erebonia at this rate. Can't even get any work done. It's unacceptable. I see. Might get a job in an embassy one day? Once VTubers found their own nation? Yeah, true. Indeed. Man, I should really prepare myself for that sort of role. You never know. Pardon me, sir. Have you inquired with Gransel Castle yet? It's possible that Queen Alicia might be able to help you. Of course, I did that some time ago. Several times, in fact. I've yet to receive a response of any kind from Her Majesty. I think it's safe to assume that the palace is in just an unfortunate state, given the circumstances. Oh. If I could just restore communications, I could handle the rest.
We can't give him a CFG, right?
Of course not. We barely have enough as it is. He just has to deal with it for now. Yo, what up, Astaroth? The VTuber embassy to Thailand is just a screen of parking lot with Zero's face on it. Yep, it's just me. Although, to be fair, there are probably better candidates for the ambassador of Thai VTubers. With orbits unusable, even our gorgeous capital is pitch black at night. Seems like the Queen is looking into the situation, but I wonder if she'll really find a way to make them work again. I can't go into the Grand Arena. I want to relive the glory days! Man, I'm so washed up. Okay. So, oh, yeah, that's right, we can check out the landing port. The other path is straight into the sewers, but we'll do that in a second. After we go into the castle and see what's what. A company that was going to introduce a 9-year-old talent as a VTuber? The heck? What is that? I haven't heard anything about that. Currently, as all orbital energy is suspended, none of our aircrafts are able to fly. We will gladly offer refunds here for any tickets. We are sincerely sorry. For a while, this place was packed with people, but thanks to the Queen, they seem to have calmed down. Just a bit ago, I heard something similar happened in Zeiss. I think it's this nerve-wracking being unable to use orbits. Okay. It's all over. The tour plan I put everything into's worth nothing now. No one's gonna be traveling in these circumstances, huh? Well, it's impossible to travel, literally, so... Virtual 7 Co. Yeah, I've never heard of that company before. It really was not a good idea. But you know. I guess they figured that out a few hours after posting it. At the moment, we are reconsidering all flights. We ask for your understanding. Oh. I thought the chief engineer would be freaking out more, to be honest. Seems like being in this desperate situation's actually calmed him down. If only he was always this confident. Seems like the Cecilia and Lindy are grounded over in Boss and Roland. Well, nothing for it then. Just gotta wait and keep the landing port in shape until things change. Someday they'll change. Someday. I see. Gotcha, pun. But yeah, I mean, I think even with protections, it's just not a great idea. I certainly wouldn't want any kids that I know, God forbid my own kid, to be making content on the internet before the age of 18. Because there are some crazy people out there. I wouldn't want any young person to deal with the shit that I have to go through. Okay. Let's just go to the palace and see what's up there. Maybe you can see Chloe again. Hello. Princess Claudia should be in the castle, but she's very busy, I believe, so you may not be able to meet her. Oh, you all are... please pass. Yes.
We are the people who literally saved this land.
Captain Schwartz is not currently in the castle. She's aboard the Arcel. While the captain is away, we will keep this place safe. The other day, Princess Claudia came back with a strange look on her face. She has been speaking much to the Queen of late. I see. Never thought I'd see the day where the Duke would behave so well. The world works in mysterious ways. The Duke? Oh god. Did he actually turn over a new leaf? He's actually a decent person now. The signing ceremony after party went over as well as it ever could. All parties were more than delighted to partake in Mr. Gervais's food. It's true that you can cook up a certain unique zest using coal fires and fireplaces. The problem, however, is that it takes much longer to produce such fine flavors, and I'm short on time as it is. I suspect any complex meals will be out of my reach for some time. Warming or boiling water is easy enough even with just plain old fire. It's not quite so easy to control fire conjured from an ornament. Such a fan art might permanently scar them. I mean, imposter syndrome is a real thing. And obviously there are a whole lot of other things that come with VTubing that even adults suffer from. So, like, yeah. No. Don't do it. Just don't. I want to do the dungeon again! Alright, nothing down here. Is it true there was a dragon in Boss? The army's airships fighting a dragon. That sounds like one for the history books. Indeed, it was. Even for the Royal Guard to be unable to use our guns drops our ability to fight to almost nothing. If the Empire attacked at a time like this... Oh, wait. I guess the Empire wouldn't be able to use their guns either. I have not played any of the Tales games yet, Trunks. That is something that is currently planned at a future date. I'll probably start with Tales of Berseria, but I don't know if there's like a good entry point. Or if the series is even connected. It turns out it's super easy to find out someone's full legal name through YouTube. Yeah. Indeed it is. Although I suppose in that scenario, the Guardian would be the one to kind of manage the channel, so... Still though. Yo, what's up, Rakshi? I hope it doesn't get to a friend of mine who started VTubing several months ago. Yeah. Just something you gotta manage. The company would be the channel? Okay, good, yeah. I guess that's just how, company VTubers work. We don't have those kind of protections as indies, though. Some tales are connected. Gotcha. Only some. I wonder what the Queen and Miss Claudia are talking about. Who knows? Only they do. Alright, that's the only thing in this room. No need to apologize, Rakshi. Ah, Joshua! Hi, Shia. It's been a while. Oh, good. You're back safe. Shia, what is it? You're as beautiful as ever. Huh? It's nothing. She probably got flashbacks to May Joshua. Quick, Zero, start your own corporation. Oh my god, that's such a great idea. What should I call it? The Legit Weebs? That sounds like a good name. Honestly, though, in the future, that's probably what I'll do. But, like, we certainly don't have the resources for that yet. No peeking! I'm sorry. I just randomly barged in here to look at you. For no particular reason. I do believe that's everything here, though. Oh. Ever since Ormond stopped, nights are dark and cold, and it's hard to cook. Every day is just unbearable. How does the throne intend to respond to the situation?
If you will allow me. The orbital shutdown phenomenon is currently being investigated primarily under the jurisdiction of the Royal Army. We have no other details of the situation at the moment.
That's absurd!
Now calm yourself. Certainly there's much we do not know. This is exactly why it is the intent of Queen Alicia to support the citizens as much as possible. For example, the East Block's History Museum has been opened to the public for free. Furthermore, with the Queen's promise of support, dining establishments are staying open as long as possible. By doing so, we hope the citizenry will reclaim their calm. Also, in case of emergency, we have plans to use the Grand Arena as an evacuation site and...
Wow, is this real life?
The Duke seems like he's actually saying really reasonable things.
I know, is it like the martial arts competition where he's being forced to say it? No, unlike that greeting, this isn't a situation where all he has to do is say something arranged in advance. He's clearly speaking his own words based on his own will and thoughts. I suppose something acted as a trigger to start changing the Duke. Oh boy. As I said, we are currently investigating the cause of the orbital shutdown. As Queen Alicia is currently otherwise occupied, I'm afraid you will not be able to meet with her right this moment. As soon as we know anything, we will contact the embassy immediately. I am Walter, a senator with the Republic's parliament. Is it not reasonable to expect a more decisive answer? When exactly will I be able to contact my home country? Never. Never again. Ever since Ormond started working, a lot of citizens have been petitioning for aid. If the Duke wasn't here, we'd have a hard time getting to all of them. Still though, the economic damage in just the capital alone from the after effects of the orbital shutdown will be terrible. Knowing the throne is doing its best to respond to the situation is a relief. We gotta do our best too. I see. Seems the Queen's got a lot to think about too. Duke Dunnan's a better person than I thought, but his hairstyle is as terrible as the rumors say. Damn. My, why if it isn't young Joshua and Mrs. Estelle? Philip, it's been quite some time. Ever since the birthday celebrations, I believe, but I'm glad to see you're well. Yes, thank you. While you were away, Mrs. Estelle has been most good to His Majesty. Estelle has? I didn't do anything that big. The reason why he's changing from this pompous asshole who wanted to take over the kingdom and readily fell for every trick in the book to be set up as a puppet king. Well, now look where we are.
You are. If you wish to meet with Her Highness or Claudia, you likely won't be able to for a while. If you want to know the details, you should ask Hilda. I'm sorry, but I have been busy all morning dealing with petitioners, so...
Okay, well... What a guy. Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, Hilda. Yes, welcome back. Hilda, is Chloe around? Miss Claudia is in the audience room ahead. However, she is currently speaking about important matters with the Queen, so I'm afraid I must ask you to refrain from entering.
Ah, really?
Yes, I'm afraid I can't say when they will be done. I'm very sorry. I know you went out of your way to visit too, but... no, don't worry about it. I just came to see her since I was in the capital. I don't want to get in the way, so I'll take my leave. Pardon us. Later, nerd. Is anybody hiding in any of these rooms? Doesn't seem like it. I mean, there really isn't anything going on here at the moment, so makes sense. Lady Claudia will be residing at the castle for some time, and I'm happier for it. Her mere presence alone does plenty to brighten the halls of this castle. If it could change an edgelord like Joshua, it was bound to work on a weak individual like Dunnan. Honestly, that logic does track. Joshua was pretty messed up, and yet he's here now. Such a wide area. It's almost like it was built for combat. Her Majesty the Queen and Princess Claudia are currently not in their rooms. I just saw them leave. Beyond this point are Queen Alicia's quarters. Thank you. I already know that. What up? No secrets? Oh man. Oh, wait. Look at that! Oh, I can fish from up top here? Yeah, not doing that. Oh man. You guys remember when I was fighting on that rooftop, died over and over and over, and it turned out to be a fight that I didn't even have to win? I remember that. And I know some gamers who were much better than me did actually win that fight, and it was possible. So now I'm actually kind of butthurt about that memory. Duke Dunnan is almost like a new man. Lady, he's even gone so far as to hear petitions from the citizenry in the audience room. At least it didn't go all the way to villain, unlike some edgelords who shall remain nameless. So true. I mean, Joshua never went to the point of being annoying. Like, it's completely understandable why he was the way that he was. And even then, he still had like a plan that he wanted to play out. I need to finish all my work before the sun sets. With the orbits no longer working, everything gets pitch black with the setting of the sun. Riku? I mean, he could smell the darkness, alright? And smelling the darkness changes a man. Alright. Unfortunately, there wasn't too much going on here, but I guess seeing Duke Dunnan in a different way was well worth coming here. Probably. Alright, that should cover the entirety of Grand Soul. Now all that we've got to do is the Grand Soul sewers, East Block. Gotcha. You're too late, Mickey. I've smelled the darkness. Now I too have become evil. Do you have some business in the sewers? You're welcome to go in, but be very careful. There's some spooky shit in there. Alright. Very spooky indeed. Where do we even have to go? Oh no! Ah! Save me!
We're not done yet.
We were able to escape the skin of our teeth. there. Where do you want me to go, game?
Oh, are we done already?
Thank goodness that we're done already.
Why are there so many of you guys over here? Get out the way!
Oh, are we done already?
Why don't I put on cloak? Cloak? Wait, was that an orbit that we have? Or an item? Oh, there it is. No encounters. Yeah, I could put that on. Actually, I'll put it on somebody else. Agate? It's not like you're using this or anything. Get rid of this. And put on some cloak. Yeah, there it is. I could still probably run into epic monsters, right? Epic monsters. Wait, there's a Skyrim sewers mod? Of course there is. Into the darkness we go. Do you guys remember the way back? I'll ask you at the end of today's class. Because I sure as hell don't. Where am I even going? Now we're in the north block. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, go back. This is not the way to go. No! Okay, what's past here? No, wait, this is where we came from. Okay. Alright. Oh! Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. Are you him? You are! Okay. And you know what, guys? I think that's what we're gonna call today's stream. Next time round, we'll defeat this guy, we'll clear up all of our other quests around here, and then we'll skedaddle on over to the others that we haven't been to yet. Head right past Roland, back to boss, get us some kitty cat gear, and put that onto Joshua and see how much more powerful it becomes. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy your time and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, dudes.